Which of these is not included in the vascular system? Option A, heart. Option B, blood vessels. Option C, blood. Option D, lungs. The correct answer is option D, lungs. The vascular system or the human circulatory system consists of the heart, the blood vessels, the arteries, the vein and the capillaries, and the specialized fluid connective tissue, blood. The lungs are part of the respiratory system. Which of these organs situated in the thoracic cavity? Option A, stomach. Option B, kidney. Option C, heart. Option D, ovaries. The correct answer is option C, heart. The muscular heart is located in the thoracic cavity of the body. It is located on the ventral side of body. The stomach, the kidneys and the ovaries are located below the heart and the lungs. What is covering of the heart known as? Option A, meninges. Option B, pleura. Option C, pericardium. Option D, peritoneum. The correct answer is option C, pericardium. The heart is a part of circulatory system along with blood vessels and blood. The covering of the heart is double layered structure known as pericardium, which contains pericardial fluid. Which of these structures separate the atria of the heart? Option A, septum. Option B, ventricle. Option C, Purkinje fibers. Option D, bundle of his. The correct answer is option A, septum. The human heart is divided into four chambers, two atria and two ventricles. The septum separates the two atria of the heart. Another septum separates two ventricles of the heart. What is the atrioventricular septum made of? Option A, cartilage. Option B, fibrous tissue. Option C, osteocytes. Option D, mucous membrane. The correct answer is option B, fibrous tissue. The human heart is divided into four chambers, two atria and two ventricles. They pump blood to different parts of the body. The atrioventricular septum separates the atria and ventricles. It is made of fibrous tissue. What is the opening between the right auricle and the right ventricle called? The option A, aortic valve. Option B, bicuspid valve. Option C, tricuspid valve. Option D, pulmonary valve. The correct answer is option C, tricuspid valve. The atrioventricular septum separates the atria and the ventricles. However, to permit the flow of the blood from the right atrium to the right ventricle, there is a opening known as a tricuspid valve. What is the opening the left atrium and the left ventricle known as? Option A, mitral valve. Option B, tricuspid valve. Option C, aortic valve. Option D, pulmonary valve. The correct answer is option A, mitral valve. A septum separates the atria and ventricles. There is a opening between the left atrium and the left ventricle to permit the blood flow. This is called the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve. Bicuspid valve. What is the location of SAN, sinus atrial node? Option A, left upper corner of the right ventricle. Option B, right upper corner of the right ventricle. Option C, right upper corner of the left atrium. Option D, right upper corner of the right atrium. The correct answer is option D, right upper corner of the right atrium. The sinoatrial node is located in the upper right corner of the right atrium. It has the ability to generate 70 to 75 action potential per minute. It is hence known as pacemaker of the heart. What is these structures is close to the AVN, atrioventricular node? Option A, SAN. Option B, left ventricle. Option C, atrioventricular septum. Option D, aorta. The correct answer is option C, atrioventricular septum. The atrioventricular septum or the atrioventricular node is located in the lower left corner of right atrium. It is situated close to the atrioventricular septum, which separates the atria and the ventricles. The node musculature of the heart is auto-excitable. True or false? Option A, true. Option B, false. The correct answer is option true. Option A, true. The nodal musculature of the heart potential the ability to produce action potential on their own without receiving inputs from the nerve cells. Hence, the nodal musculature of the heart is auto-excitable. How many action potential can Sinoatrial node generate per minute? Option A 40 to 60, option B 80 to 120, option C 12 to 16, option D 70 to 75. The correct answer is option D 70 to 75. The sinoatrial node possesses the ability to generate action potential without receiving any external stimuli. It is auto-excitable and can generate 70 to 75 action potential per minute. Which of these known as the pacemaker of the heart? Option A Purkinje fibers, option B atrioventricular node, option C sinus atrial node, option D bundle of His. The correct answer is option C sinus atrial node. The sinus atrial node, abbreviated SAN, is known as the pacemaker of the heart. It has the ability to generate 70 to 75 action potential per minute, which initiates the contractibility of the heart muscles. How many times does the heart beat in 1 minute? Option A 40 to 60, option B 80 to 120, option C 70 to 75, option D 12 to 15. The correct answer is option C 70 to 75. The heart beats 70 to 75 in 1 minute. 72 times is the average number of the heartbeats for an adult per minute. It is influenced by the activity of the sinoatrial node or the pacemaker of the heart.